She said there's some inflammation in her knee. She hopes that her minutes are not limited. We'll see if she can contribute today.
All right, thank you very much for that update, Holly. Chicago and Vegas, the rematch after that outstanding second-round matchup last season is underway. Both of these teams with championship aspirations. Here is Allie Quigley. Quigley's jumper off the mark. Vandersloot will save it, but could not deflect it off of Wilson. Here come the Aces off and running. A'ja Wilson, how is that ankle? Looks fine there. Bucket in the back. The rebound, Karams 2, Vegas. Here's Wilson, the corner flick. And stepping out of bounds with jumper from Kahleah Copper, a bit too strong. Here comes McCautry, her first game with the Vegas Aces. She lays it in. A fixture in Atlanta for so many years and a new weapon for the Las Vegas Aces. Vandersloot sets up the opportunity from three for Stephanie Dolson.
What to say?
The layup drops in. Chicago Sky. They set a WNBA record for team assists 2017, 2018. And in 2019, they would have as well, but the Washington Mystics actually set a new record.
Continue to keep this type of a pace up if they have the body teammates. I mean, this is a team that clearly has very good chemistry, spends a lot of time off the floor with one another.
Good leave and the lay. After a couple of minutes, Carolyn Schwartz. Here's McBride trying to wiggle through the left side of the lane. No, but the rebound is put. Cautry, one of the great scorers in WNBA history. 16th all-time in total points, 5th in points per game. As that three is good.
5 surrounded by the veterans that are on this squad.
Look at the way Vandersloot getting it down the floor. Diamond to Shields for the bucket and the foul.
Point could turn herself into an MVP of this
WNBA, 11 straight games of 15-plus points to end the year, including the playoffs. Baseline jumper for Allen is good. A 12-11 Vegas lead, a little more than 4 minutes into this first. Here's Dolson giving it up. Stevens, the long two is good as this game.
I mean, when we asked James Wade about her, just his reaction, kind of the pause even before he started talking about her, let you know that she's been playing well.
She gets on the board for Vegas. Here's Hamby again, leading the charge. The layup goes for Carolyn Schwartz.
Stephanie Dolson got caught in between trying to figure out who she was going to guard.
Both these teams shooting it very well to begin this game as Quigley splashes in a jumper. Yeah, Holly, and we have seen every player who you've talked to at different points throughout, post-game interview, in-game interview. One of the first things they mention is Breonna Taylor, so we will continue to document the way the league honors Breonna Taylor.
From game to game, the unified nature of it will not.
A'ja Wilson, who is in this game, is a member of the Social Justice Council that was put together by the WNBA for Vegas. Bill Laimbeer telling us he's excited about the energy and the speed Danielle Robinson brings to their team. As Wilson, that's a tough face-up. Out there, Kelsey Plum injured.
You just saw a shot of Sugar Rogers on the bench. She was just released from the quarantine today.
That three is good for Gabby Williams. The layup rolls off. Rebound, Karams back to Las Vegas. A chance for Wilson, raising up and finishing.
3. 17% from 3 a season ago, and James Wade raving about how much she has improved from last year to this year.
Cheyenne Parker couldn't squeeze it in the first time, does the second. Why don't we just ask Holly? Holly, what is going on with the headband with Bill Laimbeer?
There's a great explanation, as always with Coach Laimbeer. He said there's no one to cut his hair here in the WNBA bubble. So So getting haircuts, you're trying to be safe. It's
Come on, not.
I'm not either. That's all on Hull.
John Maxwell, their head of PR, having some fun with. Here's Wilson again, looking to go to work.
Just keep going to her.
Yeah, Wilson right around Parker and gets the foul.
What did we see? A'ja Wilson gets the ball.
Star in her first 2 seasons. And
Her legs can bear, though. You know, she hasn't been playing much because she be this effective with all of these reps going one-on-one once we get later in the game.
The jumper is good from Parker. Ryan Parker, who had a very nice season for Chicago last year.
Outside, 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 outside.
Averaged just under 9 points, just under 6 rebounds per game. The Shields able to gather that rebound. Here comes Diamond DeShields. Lost the handle. Danielle Robinson on the steal, and a chance here for Vegas. A'ja Wilson nearly had it poked. Instead, it's Hamby who lays it in. And then Hamby knocks it out of bounds.
He told us his biggest job is going to be the rotation and subbing players in and out so that they don't get too fatigued.
Dolson gives it up. Parker couldn't grab it. It's out of bounds off of Vegas. 9
offense generating the pace.
Vandersloot looking for Williams, and an offensive foul on Stephanie Dolson.
This is the 4th game that you and I have called this weekend. This is the first time that's been the case.
Yeah. Turnovers have been high, especially in the first halves of these games. To be expected. Hamby bodies in and finishes. Hamby 4 of 4 from the floor in this first. Chicago can hold for 1. Stevens 3 is good. Desiree Stevens, 10 points in the opening quarter. That half-court heave, unlike the one we saw last fall. I'm All-Star. All-Star each of the last 3 seasons. That 3 from Copper, a little too strong. And cleaning it up underneath, Gabby Williams off the deflection. Wide open, Swartz got free.
Lack of communication. Both times Swartz has been able to capitalize.
Nice little hesitation. Baseline, the take. To do that in 3 straight years. Good hands there from Quigley. A 3-on-2 developing for Chicago, and Copper gets hammered. And Kalia Copper.
Rogers is on the floor. She just got cleared.
You still wonder about what could have been. Dream lost a dramatic 5-game series against Washington in the semifinals. Had to play without Angel in those playoffs. Or visit the WNBA app. A lot of scoring opportunities there.
Johnson is not there yet. You look at the roster and say, you know what, they might struggle a little bit. And then we heard that they've been kicking everybody's butt in the preseason scrimmages down in the Wubble. So I don't know. Yeah, that was really good active feet by Cheyenne Parker.
The little baseline shimmy. Now it did eliminate the bucket from Quigley. Quigley, nice attempt inside, and a foul is called.
To set up a play right now, either for Quigley. Never mind, they didn't do what he said in the huddle.
Holly sounding like a frustrated assistant coach.
And Angel able to take that full court. She's looked really, really good.
DeShields in the corner. It's the side of the backboard. Here comes Hamby. McCautry dumps it down. The layup won't go. A follow is good. Quigley trying to work her way through traffic. Here comes McCautry off the steal. McCautry bodies in and gets fouled.
Injury coming back from an ACL. Reconstruct.
Angel's career, in which she's averaged at least 20 points. And performing very well in this opening half. 10 points apiece for both her and Angel McCautry. And the Aces with a 5-point lead over Chicago. McCautry bangs in another bucket.
3s per game in the league. I mean, no surprise, that's Bill Laimbeer style basketball, is to get it inside to your bigs, and why not? They've got talented bigs inside.
Gabby Williams all the way in after Worley Talbert, who was signed in response to
soon, and a lot of the coaches have talked about how they're relying on their fresh as possible.
Jackie Young dives in and flips in the NCAA champ with Notre Dame back in 2018. Young can't force it in. Rebound loose. Who's going to end up with it? It's Vegas. Another chance here. McCautry puts it in. Angel McCautry with
this season to next year when Cambage is back. If McCautry can stay healthy. Oof.
Young hits the jump. A 12-point Vegas lead and a timeout taken by Chicago.
Tear.
Now Chicago trying to find their footing as the Aces have taken control this second quarter. The Shields gives it up. Parker, the good ball fake. It sets up Vandersloot, who connects on a three, and a much-needed one for Chicago.
Player creating the open three with a dribble penetration of her own.
Meanwhile, Vegas still has not shot a three in this half. No team has gone a half without shooting a three since 2015. And that one is going the other way.
I know. We're both, next time we do a Vegas game, let's both wear headbands.
I think we should, and let's both not shave.
Deal.
A 7-point Vegas lead, 5 straight points from Chicago. Hamby hooks it up and off. Rebound collected by the Sky. Another chance here for Chicago. Quigley finds Vandersloot. Thought about the three, instead will pedal her way back out. Now she will take, you bet, Courtney Vander at the end of this first half.
Well for her first game, and the shooting will come.
Courtney Vandersloot on an 8-0 run as Chicago trails by 4. First three of the half attempted by Vegas.
Kayla didn't know we were trying to set a little record.
Yeah.
What'd you say, 2013?
15.
15. Overall, a really well-played first half, though. Good to see. Our first game today was a little bit more low scoring in the first half.
Dolson gives it up. The Shields with 5 to shoot. The spin, the take, and the finish. A 10-0 Chicago run. It's a 2-point game. Shot clock is turned off.
Someone's lost a shoe.
You know, mine actually feels like it's slipping off. Danielle Robinson probing, dishing. Hamby did not get it off in time. That'll do it for the first half. Strong finish to the second quarter.
Turn of Angel McCautry. She has been away from basketball for such a long time. She told the Baltimore Sun last year if she wasn't cleared to return to play soon, then she might be done as a player, but she's very young, only 33 years old. She feels like she's got a lot of basketball left in front of her, but consider the injury. An ACL, a meniscus, and a bone bruise. Good to...
For the Las Vegas Aces, especially as LaChina documented at the top of the broadcast, as they look to fill that gaping hole, to use LaChina's words, that are left without having Liz Cambage. The layup from Schwartz is good. How many times, Rebecca, have we seen Carolyn Schwartz go unguarded to the rim?
Yeah, just a really nice job on the pick and roll, and she's going to finish when she's that wide open.
4 straight points to begin the second half for Las Vegas. Here's McCautry. McBride circling around Quigley. Her push shot. Interesting to see the way these teams develop and what kind of contenders we get this season, as foul like in LA or a Las Vegas.
It was Washington yesterday. They look terrific.
Picks of this year's draft. And we had their head coach, Kelly Graves, on the broadcast yesterday. McCautry's jumper rolls in. Angel McCautry. Quigley looking to end it, cannot. Here comes Angel, good look to Wilson, who squeezes it in. Timeout, Chicago Pacific on ESPN2. Vegas and Chicago in third quarter action in Bradenton, Florida. Elsewhere in Florida, at Wide World of Sports at Disney World, the NBA has its bubble.
Advantage at the time, to do things you're passionate about.
Danny, your team seemed ticketed for conference finals, NBA finals, a championship. How difficult or
pretty good foundation. We weren't behind the 8 ball by too much. So
season, and we love the relationship between the two leagues.
Oh, you gotta love the respect and relationship. I wish I didn't get a hoodie, so I didn't have my size, but I'm still looking for one. But I love watching all players, and obviously tonight I'm a little biased watching the Las Vegas team. They were in San Antonio with me when I was there. So the fundamentals, the real basketball fans enjoy this type of game better than ours.
We see your reform shirt, Danny, and we know
this week we want to focus on Breonna Taylor, and obviously we're following the lead of these women. These beautiful women have done a great job of leading their actions of, I guess, leaving the floor during national anthem, standing for Breonna Taylor, locking.
The Shields loses the handle, and Hamby comes up with it for Las Vegas. Hamby able to motor in for the layup. A'ja Wilson gets a breather. Copper's jumper is smooth.
They get the reps underneath them to, feel like they're in sync like they were a season ago.
Hamby lays it in, but it's going to be in for. Passes out of the double, flashing in the lane. The bucket won't go for Heber. Was aiming for her third bucket since entering, as she's done a nice job here for Chicago after not playing in the first half. And Danielle Robinson hits the jumper. They're socially distanced snacks. Gabby Williams hits the jumper. Gabby Williams on the drive, the kick. The three from Copper is good for this game, but it's not over. Open the app to keep tapping and to see which team wins it all at the end of the fourth. A lot of taps.
Tap, tap.
Danielle Robinson wiggles her way to the... Robinson, this is the first team so far this afternoon. 3 from deep was a part of that starting 5. Cross-court feed, good movement here. Dolson unable to finish, and that whistle is going to go against Carolyn February to join the front office of Vegas. And then when Jisoo Park sat out, Vegas said, hey, we need you. Came out of retirement to join the team and is playing meaningful minutes, significant minutes in this game.
Yeah, started this game. She's been efficient inside. She's been a big body and presence on the defensive end of the floor. She was their marketing specialist in February. And now here she is back as their starting center. Hulbert only had a couple of games last year with the Liberty.
Stephanie Dong with Danielle Robinson, Jackie Young, Kayla McBride, and A'ja Wilson for Cheyenne Parker, Gabby Williams, and Courtney Vandersloot. A 5-point Vegas lead. That jumper is good, A'ja Wilson. 15.7 boards for A'ja Wilson. Vandersloot finds a cutting Williams for the leg. Opportunity here for Vegas. A 19-second difference, game and shot clock as this third quarter winds down. Wilson spins her way into 2 more free throws. A'ja Wilson, one of just 4. The only active players who were all-stars in each of their first 2 seasons.
So Diana Taurasi was not.
Perhaps one of her first 2 seasons were a year without an all-star.
Yeah, it would have been 2006 maybe.
Yeah.
Or no, 2004, the Olympics.
Vandersloot looking for help. Dolson dropped it, got it back. 5 seconds to shoot. Copper squeezes through and cups it in. 2.5 seconds left in the corner, and that will do it. Well, Vegas had rebuilt a double-digit lead. But
go today, and it's beautiful. They have some socially distanced benches with sanitary wipes, towels.
Association as well went through to, ensure is, yes, there are certain things where you're obviously not going to be able to be in everything outside of that, and that's why you see those.
Early on, even though they were practicing with one another, they were only supposed to sit 3 or 4 at a table at dinner. Even when they were.
Dolson will give it up. Quigley has been quiet thus far, but not there. Allie Quigley buries.
Not going to last.
This game is tied at 71. The double-digit third-quarter deficit erased as Angel McCoughtry comes back with a bucket plus the back. And McCoughtry completes the three-point play. Here's McCoughtry. Her pull-up jumper is good. Vintage Angel McCoughtry. And now the handoff goes awry for Chicago. Courtney Vandersloot ready to check back in, and the Sky could use her steady hand. Is that three no good? Dolson taps the rebound. Copper's pull-up is good.
To drop. Vegas has been so good the last few possessions in their early offense.
A'ja Wilson just given a free lane. Nobody steps up, and Wilson takes the easy two. Schwartz, a little too strong. Rebound caroms out to Vandersloot. Here comes Quigley. Finding some space. Her pull-up jumper is good. Chicago could use a hot Allie Quigley down the stretch.
Yeah, she's finding her groove, and that's going to be very important to Chicago here.
That's going to be an offensive foul, and number 5 on Carolyn Schwartz. Azurá Stevens on the floor with 5 fouls for Chicago. Vandersloot tried to lead. Pass was a little too far out front. McCoughtry carving through. Nice vision there to A'ja Wilson. Wilson to go with 25 for McCoughtry.
That's been the recipe for success for Vegas, is turning turnovers into quick points the other way.
Not a good shot there from Azurá Stevens, but Chicago gets it right back. Stevens on the drive. She traveled.
It's taken too long, 2 days, to get the Harry Potter reference in.
That's right.
Get some Star Wars references in next game.
Oh, for sure. A'ja Wilson's jumper. It feels like everything is automatic from Wilson and McCoughtry.
Sprained her ankle last week.
22 points on 8 of 13 shooting for Wilson.
No rust.
Quigley, the leaner, tough shot, doesn't go. Wilson the board. Allen couldn't bank it in. Chicago needs a run here. Under 5 minutes to go. Vegas by 9. Good cut there. Copper finishes on the delivery from Quigley.
Nice luxury for James Wade to have an athlete of Copper's caliber when Diamond is not at her best.
Erica Hamby gets a clear lane.
Points in the paint, points in the paint. What a difference for Vegas.
A 46-22 edge in the paint. Quigley short. Wilson the rebound.
You get the feeling that Chicago's trying to get it all back at once.
Absolutely.
They need some stops on the defensive end of the floor and then trust their offense.
Shot clock at 5. Wilson short on that one. Here comes Vandersloot. Parker, and that's going to be a charge. Hamby was there waiting, and is called.
Ooh. Hamby certainly was there and fell over.
McBride misses the. McBride's three, no. Rebound, Chicago. Here comes Copper. Copper swooping in and laying it home.
You saw right there what she can do. She elevated to pull down the defensive board, then went end to end. Nice athletic package for Copper.
Chicago needing another stop. Wilson forces it up and off, but flying in for the rebound, Lindsay Allen runs in this game. Happened in a hurry. That's what Chicago needs right now, as Hamby's going to get called for the offensive foul, and there's a turnover.
Open shot.
Here's Vandersloot. Goes cross court. Williams on the take, lays it in around Hamby.
Ball went side to side, made the defense work a little bit. That's what they want.
5-point game. 2:45 to go. Hamby thought about it. Allen will take. No. Rebound, Chicago. Here comes Vandersloot. An opportunity for the Sky. Good look from three. No good for Copper. Tried to follow it up. Could not get to it. Here comes McCoughtry. McCoughtry curling it up and off. Hamby, another chance. She gets rejected by Dolson, but Chicago could not control. 5-point game. Aces in front, 2:10 to go. Wilson raises up, short. And Parker the rebound. A chance here for Chicago.
Right in the elbow, chipped it right in the elbow. Let it go.
Vandersloot dunks it in. Parker lays it home, and it is a 3-point game.
Well executed play to get Parker the look on the low block.
Dangerous pass inside, broken up. Here comes Chicago. Copper streaking in is fouled. And Copper, let's head to Holly.
Show that we were right in that decision. She has shown that she is a playmaker. She can take over. The leading scorer with 18 points in this game. Kahleah Cooper taking that to heart and showing that she belongs as one of the stars of the Chicago Sky.
An 8-0 Sky run, Holly. It's a 1-point game. Young, the spin, left it short. Rebound, Gabby Williams. Chicago a chance to hop in front. Vandersloot surveying. Copper a three, short. Long rebound, back to Chicago. And another chance here for the Sky with 1 minute to go. Copper on the attack, scoops it up and off. Rebound underneath, Parker fighting for it. And time is taken. Their three-time All-Star. Not part of that 5 that you see on the floor for the Sky as the officials look to review this. Now, even still, you see the shot clock had gone back to 24, which it then goes to 14 once Chicago gains possession of the basketball following it hit the rim. It would have been at 24 had they, normally you'd still expect to see her out there. Here's Copper. Parker trying to find Vandersloot, 6 to shoot. Vandersloot leaves it. Williams had it stripped. And Angel McCoughtry controls for the Vegas Aces. Here comes Allen as Bill Laimbeer wants a timeout and will get one with 31 seconds to go thus far. Here's Wilson getting it over to McCoughtry. Her jumper off the mark, rebound, grabbed by Chicago, and a timeout taken with 21.7 to go. 22 seconds to go. Quigley has to get it in, does to Copper. Vandersloot on the attack, finds Quigley. Quigley's three is good! Allie Quigley sticks the landing, fresh off the bench to put Chicago in front by 2.
The dribble drive on the right side of the floor, and then the hammer screen so that you can get Quigley a look from the corner, but she's not all that open. Escape dribble right off balance and drains it. Woo. She's got fresh legs. She's been on the bench the last few minutes.
Wade calls Quigley back in, and Allie Quigley, the 3-time All-Star, delivers.
Purposes.
Here is McCoughtry. 25 points on the afternoon. 10 seconds to go. McCoughtry looking inside. Instead, it'll be a right wing 3 off the mark. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Chicago. After Sugar Rogers. Wilson just left of the lane. She's had a big game as well. McCoughtry to inbound, lobs it to Wilson, knocked away. Chicago controls, and Chicago, with the ferocious final 3 minutes, comes back to beat Las Vegas 88-86, the final, in a thriller here on opening weekend. Stay tuned for your local programming, followed by ABC's World News Tonight. For Rebecca Lobo, LaChina Robinson, Holly Rowe, and our entire crew, I'm Ryan Ruocco. Thanks for watching the WNBA on ABC.